plenty of questions coming in. Today's question is from Gloria. Gloria asks about salvation during the tribulation. Got that sequence in your mind? Tribulation, we've got the taking of the church, I believe, the 70th week of Daniel, the time of Jacob's trouble, this great tribulation that Jesus talks about that is him, this wrath of God coming upon the earth. Of course, we have salvation during that period of time. We have 144,000 that are described from the 12 tribes of Israel there in the book of Revelation. The gospel's going out. But the question is, what about people? Will they be saved? Will it just be those 144,000? A lot of salvation in the tribulation. The problem is so many people assume that, hey, if someone I shared the gospel with didn't get it, didn't believe it, and now, the church is raptured, as we suspect in the prophecy of Scripture, then won't we have a bunch of those people get saved? And I would say, while there's lots of salvation that is described in the book of Revelation, and the 144,000 are expanding that message to so many during the tribulation, I wouldn't be so hopeful, not that you are, Gloria, in asking this question, but because of a passage in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 10 and 11, I think it is, right there near the bottom of the chapter, which talks about the fact that during this time when this man of lawlessness is revealed, there will be people that, you'd think, hey, here's the prophecies all coming true, here's all this happening, and God says he's sending a delusion on them because they did not believe or love the truth. And because of that, God says, they had the gospel preached to them, that's the implication, and they rejected it, and they did not want to embrace it, and therefore this delusion comes upon them, and so they don't access, we put all the pieces together, they don't access this salvation, this gospel that's being spread around the world. Many people from every tongue, tribe, and nation will be saved. And I think in the Olivet Discourse there in Matthew 24, I think the gospel is going to go throughout the whole world, and I think the focus will be on these various tongues, tribes, and nations, if you will, that will respond so positively to the gospel. The gospel is going to be on hyperdrive during that period of time. So it's just that a lot of these people that have been saturated with the gospel message, they've rejected the gospel message. At that point, they're going to be all in for this man of lawlessness, according to 2 Thess chapter 2. So anyway, there's the answer. And I think some of the Left Behind series or the things that you might have read that make it seem like a lot of my friends will get saved because they'll know the prophecies are true. I mean, I'm not saying that's impossible, but I am saying that's not the assumption that I would make based on what the Scripture says. So there you go. Keep the questions coming in. We're having a good time answering them.